colleagues, partners, media, as well as, maybe most importantly, our graduates. Congratulations. Today we gather here at the CUT to celebrate the third cohort of the students who have completed the Samsung Innovation Campus Coding and Programming and Artificial Intelligence courses. A total of 34 graduates will be recognized during the course of the ceremony. Samsung Innovation Campus is more than just a program. It's a purposeful pipeline that equips young people with practical, in-demand digital skills, particularly coding, AI, and emerging technologies like IoT, so that talent can meet opportunity. Globally, Samsung Innovation Campus was rolled out in 2019, according to my research, and has since expanded across dozens of countries, reflecting their long-term commitment to meaningful skills development. Here at the CUT, this partnership between Samsung and the institution has become a flagship for us, especially in the central region of South Africa, an area that has been historically underserved but very rich in potential. Since 2023, the CUT and Samsung have produced 88 graduates across the coding and programming and AI streams, with an outstanding overall pass rate of 97%. What's even more encouraging is that what happens after your graduation. So I did a little bit of research, and I'm happy to report that the students who completed this program, or these programs for that matter, had an increased job uptake of up to 150% when compared to their peers who did not engage in the program. So that's actually impact that we can measure. We can measure it on CVs, in interview rooms, and in households. So to Samsung, thank you for seeing the gap in this region, the central region. Thank you for investing here deliberately, consistently, where others may not have actually invested. So we really, really appreciate you guys. To the CUT executive and leadership, we've been running this with Prof. Masindi from the inception, later on with Dr. Akanbi, but the whole executive of CUT are obviously involved in this project, and I would like to thank them for backing this program with the human resources, the facilities, all of the other resources that we needed to deliver this successfully. Graduates, you are entering a world where AI is no longer the future. It is already transforming our organization's work, compete, and serve customers. Just a fun fact for you guys. In 2025, McKinsey did some research, and the research reported that the share of organizations at that particular juncture, it was in the middle of 2025, using AI had reached 88% in at least one business function. Most recently, at the World Economic Forum, they listed that AI and big data is among the fastest growing skills, and they noted, I don't know if you guys watched the WEF meeting from 2025, but they noted that 39% of key job skills are expected to change by 2030. So that is why what you have learned matters. Your Python foundations, your AI literacy, and your problem-solving mindset are not nice-to-haves. They are how we help you to future-proof your careers and how you help to future-proof South Africa's economy going forward. So as you celebrate today, I encourage you to keep on building, keep learning, keep collaborating, and use these powerful tools and your newfound knowledge with curiosity, courage, and most importantly, integrity. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2025, and thank you to Samsung and the CUT and every other stakeholder who made this achievement possible. I'd like to end with a combination of the Samsung Innovation Campus and the CUT slogan, which states, "Together for tomorrow and thinking beyond." And I think it sums up the way forward very, very nicely. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment and Information Technology, Prof. Masindi, to introduce the Acting DVC Teaching and Learning. Thank you, Prof.
You're quite tall. Thank you very much, Leon, in your capacity as the program director of today's event. Mine is a very noble task. Distinguished guests, colleagues, partners, and graduates. It is my distinct honor to introduce Professor Wendy Setlhalentwa. We fondly call her Prof. Wendy. Prof. Wendy is a full professor in educational leadership and teaching innovation, a title that reflects both the depth of her scholarship and the breadth of her contribution to higher education. Her academic journey spans 4 decades of distinguished service in education, including more than 20 years here at UT. Her work is rooted in strengthening teaching quality, advancing innovative pedagogical practices, and building leadership capacity within higher education institutions. Through her scholarship of teaching and learning, research supervision, academic leadership, and community engagement, she has consistently demonstrated unwavering commitment to education transformation and institutional excellence. Prof. Wendy currently serves as the Dean of the Faculty of Humanities and is at this present the Acting Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of teaching and learning. In this capacity, she provides strategic oversight for academic quality at UT, curriculum innovation, and student success across the institution. Her leadership is therefore particularly befitting today celebration, as the Samsung Innovation Campus embodies precisely the kind of thinking, especially future thinking, industry-aligned, and innovation-driven teaching and learning that our portfolio advances. Our extensive experience in academic governance includes serving here in UT's council, VC Mancom, that's the IAS managing body of the university, Senex, Senate, and other many programs. She's been very instrumental in quality of teaching assurance, especially in our faculty, where we actually have education itself. Today she joins us not only as the executive in charge of teaching and learning, but as the champion of transformative teaching and learning. In fact, I need to mention the last graduation, she officiated it, and Prof, we're very honored. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome Prof. Wendy to the podium to give the welcoming address. Thank you.
Program Director, thank you. Good morning, distinguished guests, representatives from Samsung, colleagues, students, and partners. Before I proceed, I would like to acknowledge our distinguished guests and leadership present today. From government and provincial leadership, we have Mr. Mohlanne Makgathe, the Chief Information Officer from the Office of the Premier. And we also have Mr. Thabang Mokoka, representative of the Office of the Premier. We have Mr. Napo Masitela, representing Mangaung Metro, and he's accompanied by 2 guests. We also have Ms. Bandile Ntombela and colleagues from Public Works. From Samsung South Africa, we have Mr. Sean Yu, Public Affairs Business Manager. we have Ms. Lefa Makgatu, the Corporate Social Responsibility Manager. We have Ms. Johanna Mogoeng, PR Administrator. And from CUT Executive Leadership, we are honored by the presence of Professor Sam Mashele, who is the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Engagement. Dr. Clifford Ngomani, holding the portfolio of Principal Welcome Campus. From senior management, we have Professor Mutoni Masinde, who is the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment and Information Technology. We have Dr. Bennett Sebate, the Dean of Students, Dr. Dwai Valile, Senior Director for Center for Global Engagement, and Mr. Kondagele Sompondo, the Director, Institutional Advancement, and also the Acting Director, Marketing and Communications. We also have Mr. G. Mokhotsi, who is our Chief Information Officer. I would also like to acknowledge colleagues from the Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment and IT, and everyone present here. Let me say all protocol observed. Yeah. Today's graduation is not simply a ceremony, but it is the living expression of the Central University of Technology's Strategic Plan 2026 to 2030, which commits us to becoming a leading university of technology, changing lives, transforming society, and shaping the future. At the heart of this strategy is a clear commitment, which is placing students at the center of an integrated ecosystem that ensures success, employability, as we've heard when Mr. Grobler was opening the ceremony today, employability and meaningful societal impact. Honored guests, it is an honor and privilege for me to welcome you as we celebrate this partnership that is not only changing individual lives, but also shaping the future direction of our region, our institution, and our country. We are deeply honored to have Lefa Makgatu from Samsung with us today. Her presence not only underscores the significance of our collaboration with Samsung, but also instills confidence in the quality and impact of this graduation on our students and the broader community of the university. At CUT, innovation is not fashionable, or it's not just a fashionable word reserved for strategy documents, but it is a core pillar of our strategic objectives, and it guides how we teach, how we collaborate, and how we prepare our graduates for the world beyond our campus. So today's gathering stands as proof of what becomes possible when that spirit of innovation is matched with committed partnerships, notably that of Samsung Electronics, which spearheaded this exceptional initiative. Since 2023, our university has had exceptional opportunity to work alongside this global leader, Samsung. The launch of this initiative marked a significant milestone in our journey towards innovative teaching and learning, and it has directly strengthened the readiness of our graduates to contribute to industry, both locally and internationally. Let us also recognize the context in which this partnership is taking root. We are here in the Free State, a province that, like many others, is under-resourced, one of the under-resourced in South Africa. And it has talent in abundance, yet too often faces limited access to digital opportunities shaping modern economy. So this program is far more than training, just a training initiative, but it is a catalyst that helps unlock potential and convert it into capability. A key part of this success has been the people who make the program work behind the scenes, like our colleagues in the Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment and Information Technology. So I would like to acknowledge the faculty as well for their exceptional effort in facilitating this program. Their dedication, especially in supporting both operational and academic administration, has been a vital ingredient in what we celebrate today. Their collaborative efforts between Samsung and CUT has placed us on a strong upward trajectory, particularly in promoting and supporting STEM education. Innovation has been the vehicle carrying us forward, and progress is very clear. In 2023, an initial of 20 students participated in the program, receiving advanced training in coding, programming, artificial intelligence, and today the number has grown to 34 students with a 100% success rate. These are the students that we are honoring today. What is especially encouraging is the diversity of this cohort. They represented different stages of academic development, ranging from third-year IT students to advanced diploma students, as well as postgraduate diploma students. That diversity tells us something important, that the demand for these skills is wide, and it is an opportunity to build them. That opportunity to build them should be even wider. So over the course of this initiative, we have successfully supported development of 84 graduates, equipped with skills in coding, programming, and AI. This figure is more than outcomes on the report. It represents young people who can now engage confidently with language, with tools, and possibilities of the future. The results speak for themselves. 74% of our Samsung Innovation Campus graduates are already employed and have found opportunities as paid interns. 26% have chosen to continue with their studies, strengthening our future pipeline of technology talent. And many of Samsung Innovation Campus alumni are now working as data analysts and Python programmers at major banks, including Standard Bank, Nedbank, Absa Group, FirstRand, and Capitec Bank. They have stepped into roles that have historically felt out of reach for many young people from this region. That is exactly why this program is a game changer. The impact has also extended beyond the students, and that is worth highlighting. Whilst the student participants have gained invaluable knowledge in Python programming, machine learning, and AI development, all critical to the fourth industrial revolution, at the same time, our staff have also benefited through exposure to international working relations, cutting-edge technologies, and development of a broader mix of hard and soft skills that strengthens our university as a whole. The story does therefore not end with individual success. This initiative has influenced how we teach, what we teach, bringing industry-aligned learning into the heart of our academic programs in the Department of Information Technology here at the CUT. It has elevated the profile of our institution, strengthening our capacity and positioning CUT as a growing hub of digital excellence. It contributes to the revitalization of the Free State province economy by injecting skills, confidence, and opportunities into communities that have long been overlooked. Most importantly, it supports the broader national vision of building a competitive, inclusive, and future-ready South Africa. I want to be clear that none of this would have been possible without Samsung's intentional, proactive, and deeply committed involvement. This is not just a symbolic participation. It is real investment, sustained engagement, and genuine belief in the potential of our students. Samsung did not arrive with a logo and a laptop. They arrived with a clear vision, resources, expertise, and commitment that has been felt at every level. Samsung is helping to rewrite what is possible in places such as Bloemfontein, Welkom, and Botshabelo. They are not only building digital skills, but they are also building hope. They are demonstrating by example that global organizations can and must play a meaningful role in regional transformation. With that said, this program does more than teach, it empowers. Here in the Free State, where opportunities can sometimes feel distant, the impact is even more significant because this program does not stay within the walls of the university. It also its influence also reaches homes, communities, and local industries. It helps young people move beyond dreaming of a better future towards building that future. Not somewhere else, not someday, but here and now. So when we voice phrases like together for tomorrow, enabling people, or gear up for greatness, we are not just saying a repeating slogan. We are describing what is already unfolding at the CUT, and we are not finished. Our commitment to this collaboration is unwavering. We are determined to ensure that this program is not an isolated success, but a sustained and growing initiative that expands to benefit even more students in years to come. That is why we are committed and eager to continue this partnership with Samsung for another 3 years, if we are afforded that opportunity. The momentum is real, the need is urgent, and the potential is limitless. To our students today and the past students, this is your moment. The world is changing quickly. With skills, courage, and imagination, you are not just part of that change. You are positioned to lead the change. To Samsung, thank you. And we thank you sincerely and deeply. Thank you for choosing CUT as one of your pilot partners for Samsung Innovation Campus Program in South Africa. Thank you for believing in our students, our purpose, and our potential. We sincerely hope to continue our partnership going forward. And to all our guests present here this morning, once again, welcome to the CUT. We are proud to share our world-class facilities and innovative spirit that drives this institution. We hope your time here is both enjoyable and inspiring. Here's to progress, here's to partnership, and here's to possibility. I thank you, Ke a leboha. Thank you.
Thank you for your thoughtful address, Professor Wendy. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. Next, I would like to ask you to help me welcome to the podium the Corporate Social Responsibility Manager, and dare I say my friend, of Samsung, Ms. Lefa Mekgatu. Thank you, Lefa.
Thank you, my friend. Sure. I think the challenge that we have as corporate people is always speaking after an academic. Because they cover the whole ground. They even cover your own talking points. So it's a challenge. I think we need to come back and also be professors so that as they are talking, we start drafting our own notes, and make our speeches also a bit lengthier. Okay. I am here representing the president and CEO of Samsung Africa, Mr. Simon Lee. So this is his speech to you guys, and I will be delivering it on his behalf. So I'm wearing his cap today. Very big shoes to fill, eh? Thank you so much, Program Director, my friend, Mr. Leon Grobler. The DVC, I just learned now that you are the acting VC, right? Acting DVC. Prof. Wendy Sitlalintwa, DVC, Prof. Samson Mashele, the Dean of FEBIT, Prof. Masinde Motoni, and the management of CUT, our provincial and local and national government representatives, all our key partners in the Central University of Technology, esteemed stakeholders and members of the media, and most importantly, Osingaye, the graduating students. All protocol is observed. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It is an absolute honor for me to stand before you today to celebrate the achievements of the graduating students of the Samsung Innovation Campus program in partnership with the Central University of Technology. This moment marks a significant milestone in the lives of these talented individuals, and I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. Today we gather not only to honor the accomplishments of this cohort, but also to reflect on the transformative journey of our partnership with CUT. Since its inception in 2022, this collaboration has been a beacon of hope and progress for the youth of South Africa, particularly in the Free State Province. The SIC program has equipped students with essential digital and technological skills, preparing them for the Fourth Industrial Revolution, otherwise known as 4IR. This partnership is a prime example of a successful public-private partnership, combining Samsung's technological expertise and resources with CUT's academic excellence. Together, we have created a model that advances digital inclusion and skills development, ensuring that students receive training aligned with global standards. As you know, SIC is part of a global community. We have over 30 countries that are operating SIC, and all those countries are implementing the very same curriculum that you have experienced through SIC. This approach has bridged the gap between classroom learning and industry demands, equipping students with future-ready skills. One of the key achievements of this partnership has been to contribute to strengthening of CUT's capacity for technological-based learning. By leveraging the existing ICT infrastructure, we as Samsung have introduced a world-class curriculum that meets international benchmark. This has not only enhanced the relevance of the curriculum, but also prepared students for high-demand tech job opportunities. The SIC program has also created tangible pathways to employment and entrepreneurship. Over the past 3 years, this initiative has empowered young people with future-ready skills essential for participating in the digital economy. We are proud as Samsung to have played a role in increasing female representation in the technology sector, ensuring a fair gender split in each and every cohort. Today's graduation ceremony is a testament to what can be achieved when public and private sector comes together with a shared vision. The success of the ICIC program is a shining example of how collaboration can lead to meaningful and lasting impact. As we celebrate this milestone, let us look forward to new beginning and continued growth. To the graduating students, I extend my heartfelt congratulations. You have earned this moment of celebration, and I encourage you to embrace this new chapter with confidence and determination. Remember that you are destined for great things, and nothing can stand in your way. In closing, I would like to thank all our partners, the Central University of Technology, the Free State Provincial Government, and everyone who has contributed to the success of this program. Together, we have made a lasting impact on the youth of South Africa, and I'm confident that this partnership will continue to inspire future generation. Thank you. That's our CEO. To our graduates, I think it's quite important that I share this information with you guys. There are plenty job opportunities at Samsung and internship opportunities. We open up intern opportunities. We intake about 20 interns each and every year. So please be on the lookout for those kind of opportunities. As is, I think we have about 2 of our SIC graduates that are currently permanently employed at Samsung Electronics. So that could be you next year, who knows? So please grab that opportunity with both hands. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Makgote, for your wonderful address. Once we renew our partnership, we can get some of those employees back to us to partake in maybe a short delivery as well. So we're looking forward to that next year. Thanks, Mr. Yu. Our next speaker is one of our students, one of the graduates, Ms. Nyamela, who will share with us what the program meant to her, and hopefully she will speak on behalf of her fellow students as well. I would like her to highlight a capstone project which I found very interesting, and then maybe tell us a little bit more about what your future plans are. So Ms. Nyamela, if you would join us, please. Thank you. Allow me to assist you.
Our intelligence is what makes us human, and AI is an extension of that quality. Ladies and gentlemen, good day. I stand before you honored as I reflect on our journey through the Samsung Innovation Campus Program at the Central University of Technology. Before this program, I would like to believe that most of us had little knowledge when it came to AI. What I mean by little knowledge, I will refer to tools such as ChatGPT, Meta AI, Capilot. But through this program, we have learned that AI is beyond, it is powerful. We learned how to use data, because after all, AI is only as good as the data it learns from. We learned how to train models, solve problems using technical skills, and code in Python. Ladies and gentlemen, through the program, I'm a bit nervous. Yes, this was more than just a program. This was, thank you, sir. This for me was more than just a program. It was an opportunity for us in stepping into the future, because the fourth industrial revolution is nothing of the future. It is here and it is now. And it is programs like this that help us as a developing country to not be left behind. Also, I would like to mention, I'm so sorry. Yes. Okay. My personal experience, one of the things that I liked on this program was innovation, because after all, as mentioned, it's Samsung Innovation Campus Program. And one of the core values of CUT is innovation. Now, we got to explore that when we were told to do a project, of which my partner and I, Ms. Magwaza, came up with an idea where we developed a machine learning-based cattle prediction, diagnosis, and prediction that we're gonna use health-related data by analyzing the data, by analyzing healthcare and attributes, analyzing environmental factors, as well as symptoms of animals. Our goal is to help farmers provide fast-driven predictions and fast-driven predictions as what's happening? Is to provide farmers with fast-driven, data-based predictions and treatment options. I would sincerely like to thank Samsung. It is corporate partnerships like this that truly help. Sorry. Oh. Okay. It is corporate partnerships like this that truly bridge the gap between the academia and the industry. Also, I would like to thank the lecturers and the coordinates of the program. Without you, truly, we could not have been here today. You have been nothing but the best throughout the program. You had an open door policy. I, for one, because I knocked on those doors a lot, so I had that experience. One thing I also liked, especially with Mr. Leon, was the fact that he went beyond the slides, beyond the presentations, whereby he would send us videos explaining to us, showing us the impact of AI and the impact that it will have, because most people have the fear that AI is going to replace jobs. So he shared that information with us, of which I personally loved. Also, lecturers, whereby when they interacted with us, gave us the platform not to go search for answers on the internet, but promoted us to come up with the answers. Even if you are wrong, it's fine. It's a learning process. That's what the program is all about. Also, to my fellow students or graduates, congratulations. As it was mentioned in our last lesson, that we have been the best, we have shown resilience, we have shown commitment and growth. Lastly, this program did not only give us skills, but it gave us a vision. Thank you, Samsung. Thank you, CUT. And thank you to everyone that made this opportunity possible.
Ms. Nyamela, you did very well. You're trying to take my job. Yeah, you look very good. I think you highlighted a few very important aspects of the program, especially as far as innovation is concerned and critical thinking. And I must say personally, if I may take a moment, it's been an honor to guide you guys through the program together with the fellow lecturers. And you and your partner did really an outstanding job on your project, as did the rest of you. But thank you for sharing your story with us. And there was nothing to be nervous about. You did so well. Well done. Well done. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium the esteemed Dr. Sabake, the Dean of Students, as our next speaker. And he will deliver the message of congratulations. Dr. Sabake.
Program Director, thank you very much for the opportunity you afforded me. I must indicate that I'm very happy to be standing here. And I know if it was not because, firstly, of your availability to partake in this program, and not only partake, but make progress, maybe I would have been sitting somewhere in my office doing something else. But it takes a moment to celebrate success that is done through partnership, because I'm a firm believer that there's no single entity that has monopoly of wisdom to resolve societal issues. Samsung, your corporate social investment has not fallen down, but it has yet created an opportunity for young dynamites to now decide on how they play into the space of economy. Program Director, let me acknowledge the executive management here under Prof. Setlalentwa, Prof. Mashele, Prof. Masinde, and many more of my colleagues that are here, and acknowledge our partners, Samsung, our partners from government and other entities that are here, that indeed we have yet deliver another milestone. To the graduates, you deserve a round of applause, because if it was not because of your resilient thirst for knowledge and ability to crack the ever-changing landscape of the market, we would have not been here. You deserve a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, when we say it is encouraging for youth to play in the catalytic space, this is exactly the remarkable program we're talking about. Because it does not only make them job seekers, but it makes them dynamites who can design the landscape of the economy in the context of skills and knowledge acquired through this program. Indeed, innovation is very catalytic to assist all of us to resolve, equations that trouble society on a day-to-day basis. I'm also flattered by the fact that because I emerged from the side of governance, I was asking myself, the graduate who was giving testimony here, as I was sitting there, I said, was she a class rep, or what's the point? But the reality of the matter is, I see more possibility out of this program. And graduate, you are not only job seekers, you are going to liberate and change the landscape of economy, the control exchange with the knowledge that you've got, and be able to create opportunity for other young people who do not have an opportunity, so that this does not benefit you alone, it benefits other young people. It benefits not only your family, it must benefit the community where you come from. Therefore, as you begin to then build those equations that solve challenges of innovation in society, previously, if you talk about the language of digital transformation, of course, colleagues, myself, we never had an opportunity of this nature, and to me, it is part of really celebrating that indeed the real transformation lives. With this word, I can talk the whole day, because I gave myself liberty not to come with the notes. Because if you don't come with the notes, you've got that liberty to talk until you realize your time really is over. But the long and short of it, class of 2025, congratulations. Represent us there, represent yourself, represent your community, and ensure that that skill indeed change the lives of people, change the landscape of the market. And indeed, congratulations. And to Samsung, we are looking forward for more opportunities of this nature. Indeed, this contribute effectively to a life of a young person. And indeed, as we say as CUT, we are industry-based. We solve challenges of the society. We, through this kind of programs that are very catalytic, you contribute effectively towards our Vision 2030. Program Director, thank you very much, and congratulations once more.
Thank you, Dr. Sabaki, for the inspiring and heartfelt message. I don't for a second believe that you didn't have notes somewhere. I'm looking for them. It was a wonderful address. Thank you, Doctor. And I hope the students take to heart what Dr. Sabaki has shared with you. Now we start with the more exciting part of the day, and that is awarding the certificates. I would like the following people to join us in the front, please, in the front of the podium to help hand over the certificates. Ms. Makgatu, Mr. Yu, Prof. Wendy, and Dr. Akanbi. If you would join us in front, please, from left to right in front of the podium. I will read out the names of the recipients, and Ms. Ramaglosi will help us with distributing those certificates accordingly. Prof, if you could, yeah, just a little bit, because we are also going to take a photograph over there. Thank you. Students, it's now time to get your certificates. Are you excited a little bit? Wonderful. As I read out your name, would you be so kind as to join us in front? Please move through the middle to Dr. Akanbi and proceed as we have planned. Our first student, Asafela Beleni. Let me just quickly ask the photographer, are they fine where they are? Excuse me? We just want to take the best possible photos for everyone, make you look as beautiful as possible. You don't need to spoil the photograph with, you can crop me out. Our next recipient, Ayanda Nyati. Next we have Mekumuzi Matonsi. Esethu Ndoda. Bungani Machotola. Yonela Ginkley. just to check, earlier I asked if Victor was here, Victor Gushwa. So not here, okay. Then we'll continue with Katleo Temeki. Next, Kitla Khuletiane. Kwena Ramela. Then we have two absentees that actually informed us beforehand. Our next recipient, Matseliso Murubane. Mulusi Mabaso. Melissa Guadiso. Tsepise Muhlabane. Mokhari Modiba.
As hy klaar is met alle vrae, vra wat eerste was foto oorneem asseblief.
Sechaba Musinyane. Just a quick practical arrangement. Asafela, if Velile has received their certificate, if you would just join us again in front for another photograph, It seems I was very prominent in the last one, so it might spoil it for the books. So if you just join us off after Valile has received his certificate. Next we have Paul Wittes. Naledi Nyamela. Her partner in crime, Mukukanya Magwaza. Palesh Adyasi. Papama Ndaba. Betego Moremi. The lucky man himself, Raitumetse Maglatse. Remotlotlo Moloi. Sandis Washange. Sibulele Mjavu. Tebogo Mojanaga. Tando Tom. Tlologelo Mapashuane. Toka Chepete. Tsapiso Mofokeng. And finally, but certainly not the least, Vilili Maswazwa. Delegates, if you just stay standing for another picture with Asafela, I'll be sure to remove myself completely. Thank you, colleagues. Ms. Makatu, Mr. Yu, if you would stay standing, please. Now, I think it's time. The certificates are nice and all, but now we get to the prizes. But I know that the students are very excited about this. And again, thank you to Samsung for the sponsorship of the prizes. Dr. Sabak, if you would join us in front as a representative from the institution to help us hand over the prizes. So we had a bit of a conundrum with the prizes. Two of the top performers of CNP were also in the top 3 of the AI program. So Samsung was kind enough to upgrade your prizes because we only afford 1 prize per student. And they then also came to the party and said, okay, but the rest of the students that also fall among the top performers will also receive a prize. So the prizes are as follows. S5 Ultras. Then S25. Goodness. I don't know, is the 20 maybe 20 grand extra? I'm not sure. S25 Ultras. Then we have S25 Base and also the S25 FEs that's being awarded today. So let's start with CNP. The top performers are in the 3rd place, receiving an S25 Base is Tebogo Mojanaga. I must note Tebogo's success is because he engaged quite a lot during class. I enjoyed interacting with you throughout the program, Tebogo. You're a shining example for the rest of the students when it comes to engagement. And I thank you for our time together. You really challenged me sometimes. So thanks. Thank you very much. In 2nd place for CNP, and in 3rd place for AI, we have this combined. So receiving an S25 Ultra is Romotlotlo Moloi. Right, so in first place for CNP and in second place for AI, we have, where's the drum roll? Ayanda Nyati. Yes, it's an Ultra. Okay. Now, in third place for AI, if we exclude our performance that we've already mentioned, please come to the front. Tandu Tom. Tandu is receiving S25 FE. Then also receiving an S25 FE, our speaker from earlier, Ms. Nyamela. Okay, and now the top performer for AI receiving an S25 base is Moremi Patehu. Thank you, Mr. Yu, Ms. Makata. I'm going to keep you standing here. My apologies. You're going to be standing quite a bit. Doctor, you can be seated. Thank you. Next, I would ask Dr. Akanbi, the HOD of the Department of IT, to extend a gift of appreciation to a few of our delegates from outside of the institution. If I call your name, please also join us in the front. From the Office of the Premier, the Chief Information Officer, Mohlame Makate. From the Office of the Premier, Tabang Mokoka. From Mangaung Metro, Mr. Napu Masitela and guests. From Public Works, Bandile and Dumbela, Bandile and Dumbela and colleagues. And then also Joanna Mogoeng. Ms. Mkhatho, the bag is for your future travels to Bloemfontein for future graduation ceremonies. Thank you, everyone. Next, I would kindly like to request that Dr. Dwawi, the Senior Director of the Centre of Global Engagement, join me on the podium to deliver the acknowledgement of support. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Grobela. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Good day, graduates, students. The people who have actually demonstrated to us that there is value in being a university student, and it's always about the resilience of the human spirit. Perhaps if you were to compare how you felt about this program at the beginning and how you are feeling now, then you can give a lot of testimonies out there that patience is value. So congratulations, I've been asked to come forward and make a message of support. It's a great honor, Mr. Grobela, that I'm performing this role for the second time since last year. And today I'm honored by the presence of the faculty, leadership and management. Is the dean still present? She has left, but the HOD is here. I'm coming from the Center for Global Engagement at CUT. Our mandate is to support and provide leadership to Central University so that it can defend the existential value of being a university. This is a specialized institution, a combination of great minds, intellectuals who are doing their work, and the work most of the time is measured by the quality of the knowledge they are able to produce. And such events like today therefore become a good testimony about the existential value of this institution, which is called a university. It's called a university not by mistake, because there's a great value in that. And that value is this notion of being globalized, existing and performing in a universal space where the success of the institution is measured by benchmarking its practices and experiences, its systems and processes with the best universities out there. Now, it's quite interesting that as my boss, because she's still my boss, TVC, the current TVC Teaching and Learning, reminded us about the combination of the two slogans. Together for today, for tomorrow, thinking beyond. Now I want to talk about, in my message of support to all of us here, try to deconstruct this togetherness and beyondness in terms of the roles that we're playing in this institution, which is a university that is globalized. First of all, I want to briefly refer to the university itself, especially the departments present here. I saw some colleagues from Advancement, Directorate, Marketing, and Community Engagement. Definitely, when you think about those departments and the others, the notion of togetherness there becomes very valuable, because you can tell that it is in that togetherness that then we're able to promote CUT as a university. So I'm calling from the Center for Global Engagement for more consolidated ways of working together so that indeed we can usher this institution to the new trajectory, as we know that 2026 is the first year when we are rounding up our vision 2030. So we're on the first year of a 5-year plan. So then the foundations will be setting up in 2026 are supposed to be measured by such successes as this Samsung Innovation Hub and many more of the hubs that we still need for Central University of Technology. About Samsung itself, when we met last year, I envied students bragging about their new gadgets. And then I was still having my Samsung S22. And I'm still using that Samsung. I had hoped that by now I would have advanced to the level of the students. Samsung, you continue to demonstrate to us that for you, it's not about business only, which perhaps is more about making profits from the services that you are rendering to us, but you give value and essence to the meaning of the word corporate social responsibility. My hope, therefore, is that perhaps your coming and joining with us is not all about ticking the boxes during your board meetings, where you can claim that indeed you have spent so much at Central University of Technology. Your togetherness with us is challenging what you are doing to the point of beyondness, where you are questioning our systems and processes, whether we're able to indeed think beyond in what ought to be our mission, reimagining the idea of a university in pursuit of the public and the common good. Thank you so much for such an effort from your side. But I think somehow you still owe me so that I can have the latest Samsung. Our partners from provincial and local government departments, indeed, universities of today find their existential value, not in terms of them being the ivory towers that are secluded from the communities in which they serve, but in terms of socially embedded and elaborative projects that must come into being by partnering with the local communities. Much as we are a university, much as the center of which I'm in charge is trying to reposition this university to be in a global space, we are making argument that there is no global without local. To the global space, we are taking ourselves out there. We don't leave who we are behind when we're trying to be global. We can only get and earn respect from our international partners when we're able to defend who we are. So our being, and in terms of togetherness, therefore, is given expression when indeed you are part of these events, not just to mark the attendance register, but to go back and reflect on what you are doing every day as the defenders of the national democratic revolution. The faculty and the academic departments, especially this faculty and the IT department, thank you so much for demonstrating to us what it is to pursue the project of excellence in a university space. As I'm saying, I'm attending this event for the second time. Now, as we're witnessing this demonstration of excellence, then it becomes a challenge to the rest of the faculties and the departments out there as to how are they able to translate the knowledge that they are able to produce into monetary value, as we can see today, but more significantly in terms of partnerships with the private and the public sector, so that finally we can indeed deliver on this notion of a university as the pursuit for the public and the common good. The lecturers in particular from these departments, much as they are doing the work as employed. But we know and we believe that what drives them in doing the work is all about the passion they have about the profession itself. They produce knowledge. They are demonstrating what it means to be innovative. As a result, we had today some projects that these students are working on and they have demonstrated success on. And this project definitely, and as we have witnessed, they are having a great impact in terms of the societal challenges out there. My message of support to the lecturers of this faculty, of this department, and for all CUT lecturers is that you guys, we know you are at the coalface of everything. You form the part where the rubber hits the road. That is the part where the tension, the contradictions, the inconsistencies actually produce knowledge. Keep up the good work. Much as we're witnessing innovation, we are challenging you in your work to think about the dialectical relationship of innovation with science, with technology, and with entrepreneurship skills. And indeed, we have been told that today, these students, the employment rate is assured and is more than 97% according to history. Let me end my message of support by talking now to you and say, Nina, ningamavulandlela. You are the pathfinders. You are the trendsetters. Continue to do that, and this is just the beginning. Remember what our father, the father of the nation, says, and he's still making that statement even when his remains are in the eternal rest. It's a long walk to freedom. The journey has just started. We are challenging you to think more about what you have learned. Take it to the higher levels of your academic projects. Think about what you know as to how to deepen it in terms of your academic projects, in terms of your postgraduate studies. You must pursue to the highest level possible, where you will try to trouble what you know in terms of existing theories or knowledge, so that you can be productive and innovative in what you do and you continue to do. Nakunqandwa zinkwenkwezi, kunjalo ke mavulandlela. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof. As was the case of last year, riveting address. Thank you. I'd like to ask you to help me welcome to the podium our DVC of Research, Innovation and Engagement, the revered Prof. Mashele, to deliver the acknowledgement of support. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you, Program Director. I don't know if I'm revered. That is still to be determined. Program Director, representative of Samsung Electronics and Samsung South Africa, members of executive management of the Central University of Technology, deans and heads of department, distinguished guests, colleagues, proud families and friends, and more importantly, our graduating students. You might be asking yourself, why I in this piping time of peace? That's how Shakespeare would put it. In fact, if you remember one of his books in Richard III, he once says something profound, looking at himself and says, I that am not shaped for sportive tricks, nor made to court an amorous looking glass. either them rudely stamped and once loved majesty to strut before a wanton ambling nymph. So he was talking about himself that from that particular background, he would actually rise to becoming the king of that particular country. Of course, for me, it is really an honor and a privilege to rise and therefore express my collective gratitude at the conclusion of what has been a deeply inspiring ceremony. Would you believe that? Today's celebration is not merely about certificates, it's about vision translated into opportunity. It is about partnership translated into impact, and it's about young South Africans who have chosen to prepare themselves for a future defined by technology, innovation, and courage. I really would want to come back to also the speech by the student representative, Naledi. You're really a star, Naledi. You said something very profound, that really this program gave you that opportunity to have a vision so that as maybe student, you're not just, or as a nation, we're not just consumers of technology, but we there also co-creating solutions for the future, not just consumers, a nation of consumers as we're trying to move forward. So thank you very much for your speech. To the leadership of Samsung South Africa, thank you for walking this journey with us since the launch of the CUT Samsung Innovation Campus in 2022. Your confidence in this institution and in our students affirms that meaningful public-private collaboration can reshape the talent pipeline of our country. I wish now to also thank our acting DVC teaching and learning professor Setalentwa for the welcome and strategic framing of this initiative. The Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment and Information Technology, Professor Masinde, for championing the program within the faculty, and the dedicated academic and support staff of the Department of Information Technology, who ensured rigorous delivery and mentorship. Excellence never happens by accident, as they normally say. It always is the result of intentional effort, and we see that demonstrated in that faculty. To the Center for Global Engagement and the broader executive leadership of CUT, your stewardship ensures that such partnerships are aligned with our institutional vision and national priorities. We say in our vision, CUT, we're shaping life, we're shaping the lives, and of course, change or are shaping the future of people in this country. To our students' leadership, the SRC representative present and the Dean of Students, thank you for nurturing a culture where innovation is not optional, but expected. And to our graduating cohort, 34 bright minds who have completed the coding and programming and artificial intelligence streams, today we celebrate your discipline. You have not only gained technical proficiency, you have embraced the responsibility that accompanies knowledge. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, and digital systems are powerful tools. In your hands, may they become instruments of ethical leadership, entrepreneurship, and societal upliftment. That's very much important as we're trying to move forward. It reminds me of what Bertrand Russell once said, very profound also. One day somebody asked him, "Who are you?" And in his response, Bertrand Russell, he was a genius. He said, "I am like you, a man of genius." So today, because of your accomplishment, we've actually produced geniuses who can now really go out there and solve real problems of society. To the families and loved ones who stand behind these graduates, your sacrifices, encouragement, and prayers are woven into their achievement. This moment belongs to you as well. We are also grateful to the media representative present today. By telling these stories, you amplify hope. You demonstrate that institutions of higher learning and industry can collaborate to produce tangible, measurable transformation. To Samsung, to our university leadership, to our faculty, staff, to our guests, and to every individual who contributed to the success of this ceremony, please accept our heartfelt appreciation. May this partnership continue to grow. May our students continue to excel, and may innovation remain at the heart of our shared journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof. You are indeed revered. Wonderful address, thank you. Really appreciate it. Guests, it is that time where we conclude our program, or this part of the program at the very least of today. So to all our distinguished guests, as well as to our graduates, as we conclude today, let this not be a conclusion. Let's make it more than a ceremony. Let's make it a launch. Let's make it something bigger than ourselves. You've reached and you've achieved what you've achieved, and what you've reached with this program proves that talent lives everywhere, but most particularly here in the central region of South Africa, where the CUT is located. And the opportunity that you have can follow into entrepreneurship, into employment, into your futures. And this was possible because we have institutions like Samsung that chooses to partner and invest with purpose. You are stepping into this world that is shaped by innovation. Your coding skills, your knowledge of machine learning and AI, and your ability to solve problems can open doors. I would prefer that you build new ones, build new doors. So just carry your momentum, carry it forward. I encourage you to use your newfound skills to create solutions that will uplift your communities, very important, and then ultimately that will strengthen our country. To Samsung and to the Central University of Technology, thank you for helping make a difference, helping to shape a brighter future, and for showing what's possible when we actually work together. I think my final message to the graduate is that the future is not something that we have to wait for. It's something that we build. So congratulations and go shine. Thank you. I was kindly reminded by the photographer that we still have one or two official duties in terms of photographs that we would like to take with our graduating students, as well as with our dignitaries. So if we could meet outside for a photograph or two, for the social media pages and for the Instas and the TikToks and whatnot, all of those things, I'd be very glad. Thank you everyone for joining, for availing yourself, and I wish you nothing but the best for the rest of the week and the coming weekend. Thank you. To all our dignitaries, just one more small arrangement. I'd love it if you join us for lunch in the ZR Moabane building. Students, we have prepared something special for you in the atrium of